welcome to my kitchen. It's the classical here again, and today I'm making pavlova. Now they say that pavlova is actually Australia's best culinary contribution to the world, and pavlova is a lovely meringue dessert that has sort of a marshmallowy centre, and we top it with cream and then fruit. And it tastes delicious. And it tastes delicious. And it's actually named after the famous ballerina Anna Pavlova, and it really is a fabulous dessert. So today I'm going to make it for you. Right, the first step in making our pavlova is to actually just get a piece of baking paper and a plate and draw a circle around it. I'm actually making a free-form pavlova, so that's why I'm doing it this way. You can cook it in a pan or whatever you like, but I like to do this and then just make my own shape. And the trick with pavlova is, so I just put that onto this tray here. The higher it is, that is, the deeper it is, the more marshmallowy your centre. So if you don't want it to be too soft in the middle, you can just make it bigger, and you won't get that marshmallowy in the middle. Okay, the first step in making the pavlova is to actually separate 6 eggs. I need 6 egg whites in the bowl, ready to be whisked. Now the trick is to not get any of the yolk in, because otherwise your lovely, nice, stiff meringue peaks won't form. So it's important not to get any of the egg yolk in there, and preferably not any shell like I have, which I'm going to have to fish out now. Right, now I've got my 6 egg whites in the bowl there, and I've got my mixer ready to go, so I'm just going to lower the head and get these eggs whisking. So here's the eggs whipping away. I've got them on quite a high speed of 8, and it'll just take a couple of minutes, but it's whipping them into a nice frenzy. Right, we're coming to the end here, so I'll just switch it off. And as you can see, we've got a lovely white mix in here now, which is almost double or triple the volume. And you can see there's nice peaks in the meringue. Now what we have to do is whisk in some sugar and make sure that it's dissolved really well. So here we have the 6 egg whites whipping away, and I'm slowly adding the sugar, a couple of tablespoons at a time. This gives each addition a chance to dissolve, because the trick is you don't want any granules left in the egg white. You need to have it completely dissolved, so you need to give it plenty of time to be incorporated and to dissolve. I'm adding 1.5 cups of sugar in total to the 6 egg whites. Right, I've added all the sugar, so I'm just going to test how we're going here, see if it's all dissolved. Look at that, it's looking beautiful. Now to test it, all I do is get a little bit of this, rub it between my fingers. I can still feel a few granules in that, so I'm going to set it off again and let it go for a little bit longer. Okay, we're just about done here. I'm just going to check again and make sure that the sugar has dissolved, which it has. Beautiful. Now I just need to add 1 tablespoon of corn flour and half a teaspoon of white vinegar. And whip that through. Right, that's our minute up. So there we have our beautiful meringue ready to go, and so now I'm just going to make the pavlova. Here we have our tray ready to go, and I have Stewie helping me now. Just going to take the bowl, so we need to scoop that out, scoop it out together. We've got our circle here, so we need to just spoon it all out. Alright, we've spooned all the meringue out. Now I've just got to spoon this around into the shape I want. I've got my circle roughly outlined, and I actually want it a bit higher at the sides. It's a bit like pizzas. You want to make sure you've got plenty at the edge. Stewie's helping me now. Okay, I'm pretty happy with this shape. Doesn't matter how it looks, it's how it tastes, but this does look pretty good. Nice and round. I made it a little bit, make sure it's a bit lower in the middle so that it does hold your filling. And now it goes into a nice low oven for an hour and 15 minutes roughly. The oven's set at 100 degrees Celsius. So there you go, that's the pavlova ready. Okay, it's been an hour and 15 minutes since I put the meringue in the oven, so I'm just going to open it up and see. There it is. It's looking good. I just want to see. It's beautiful. It's really lovely and firm. So what I'm going to do now is turn the oven off and actually leave the meringue in here to cool. If you take it out, there is a tendency that it may split. So I'm just going to turn the oven off and leave the door slightly ajar and leave it in there to cool. Okay, I've taken the pavlova out of the oven. It's been in there cooling for about 2 hours. It's really nice and cold now. It's lovely and firm, a little bit sticky on top, but it's going to be just delicious. I'm transporting it to its final destination of eating, so I won't actually assemble it now. I'll do that when I get to the party, but basically I'll be putting a layer of whipped cream on the top and then some fresh fruit. Okay, so I'm here at my mother's place and I'm putting together the pavlova now. So here it is. It has crumbled a little bit on the journey, but that's okay. And I've got a big tub of whipped cream, which we spread all over the top. As my mother would say, the more cream the better. I've been brought up in a bit slim. There's my mother there, so she can go on. Wave to everybody. That's Lizzie. So we spread the cream all over the top. So that's the cream. And now one of the toppings you can use is fresh fruit, which is really nice. So I've got a mix of some fresh mangoes, some fresh strawberries and some fresh bananas here. So I'll just place them all over the top of the pavlova. This is the easy part, but you can put whatever you like on the top. Passion fruit's another one that people really enjoy. And I must say that a little while ago I actually made a pavlova and had Turkish delight and pistachio nuts on it, and I have to tell you guys it was pretty nice, very decadent. So this is a really gorgeous looking dessert too. You can really be quite creative with what you put on top, and I can tell you everyone always loves pavlova. It's one of those desserts that everybody enjoys. These mangoes are fresh from the markets yesterday. Our mango season's just started here in Queensland, so that's very exciting. And the strawberries are also in season at the moment. They're really beautiful. Drop one there, bit of a klutz. And the other thing that I have that I'm going to put on top, something different, is some of my kiwi fruit jam. So I'll put a few blobs of that on, because kiwi fruit is another thing that people often use to decorate pavlovas. And this is just my jam. It's basically kiwi fruit, a bit of sugar and some apple, so it'll go over really nicely. So there you go, there's my pavlova. It's beautiful and we're going to really enjoy it, and I hope you have a go at making one and you enjoy it as well.